Hey there, Haslet. Mason here with Homecoming Haslet, and today I thought I would do a video that was a bit of a bird's eye view overview of the different areas of Haslet, Texas. Now, here at Homecoming Haslet, we acknowledge that Haslet is not a huge area, but it's kind of a sweet little pocket. I think it sits at the very top of Fort Worth, and well, let me just show you on the map here, and we can kind of go over the areas and surrounding areas. Some areas that maybe you're not officially boundary-wise a part of Haslet. Maybe they will be in the future, but there are areas that actually carry the Haslet zip code and would be included in considering the Haslet area, okay? Okay, so here we are. We have a map of Haslet, and let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. Boom. So this is officially Haslet, and to give you an idea, here is where you have the splitting of 35 and 287 coming into Haslet. So you can come to Haslet this way, going past Alliance and all of the shopping that's over there on that side, and then you can come up here to, I think Westport Parkway. I believe that's what it is. They'll take you out here to Haslet. And so this is on your way up to where Buc-ee's is at, and the Texas Motor Speedway. All those sorts of things are up as you get into Justin and the other areas. Roanoke is over here to the right. So here sits Haslet. Nice little little country town that is at the very north point of Fort Worth. In fact, Fort Worth, excuse me, getting tongue-tied here. Fort Worth, as you go past Alliance, does actually come up into Haslet. So you see Haslet drawn here, and I was surprised to find out how small it truly is. But there's a whole region, including Haslet Elementary School itself, that sits here just outside of what is considered true Haslet. But all of these areas around here, even going past 287 to the other side, you'll find that they have Haslet zip code, the 76052. And would be considered in Haslet as well. So even down here by Eaton High School. So if I were to redraw this, I would say all of this here is, all of this around even past 287, 81 is Haslet, up to as far as the Saginaw Boulevard. So, but I wanted to do this to kind of zoom in and show you some of the different areas. So, surprisingly, Haslet does stretch down as far as Bonds Ranch Road over here, down on the bottom. And so, but most of the people you're going to find populated in Haslet, which there are some really nice ranches, and that gives people some more space, but most people you're going to find over here down John Day Road on the other side of the train tracks. Here's the train tracks going next to, what would you say this goes next to? But they lead all the way down by where Haslet Community Park is. Okay. But there's the things to note are that there are three new big, I'd say two big and one kind of smaller subdivision that are relatively new to Haslet, which a lot of the new people are kind of coming to. The first being Laterra. So Laterra is a big master plan community that is over on the other side of the train tracks here, going towards Saginaw, you could say, going towards 287-81. Okay, 35 to the right, 287-81 to the left. Now down here is where you get this new neighborhood. There's a few blocks in there. You get fully custom homes from First Texas Homes, and then you got Gahan, if I'm saying that correctly, Homes. Really lovely neighborhood, really beautiful, great elementary school. My son goes there. And this is the newer school, about 4 years old now, in Haslet. Although it falls outside the boundaries, as they're shown here on Google Maps, Haslet zip code, this is Haslet, maybe Fort Worth technically, but this is Haslet. So this neighborhood is going to be stretching for sure at least well all the way to Avondale Haslet Road. So currently it's just a small section, the first phase, but they have been gearing up for future phases. And across we have, you already see it on the map, C.W. Worthington Middle School is being built. So another, that is under construction right now, and there will be a brand new middle school there, and I presume a high school in this community as well, because it's going to be pretty big once they're able to build all the way out in the space that they have. They've started doing some of the work for that. So, and then there is the older part of Haslet, the Haslet Community Park, which it has, if you could say, this is where it seems like downtown Haslet should be, but believe me when I say there is not much there. There's a couple of old churches. There is Haslet Town Hall, which I don't think can host anything too large. But, this area could stand to have more built out, and that would be really great. Especially across here going towards Westport Parkway. And that will lead you straight to 35. And then otherwise up Blue Mound, 156, take you into Justin. Okay. So so here's, some space that's in Haslet. As you go over towards 35, that's where you get a lot of warehouses. You get, I think, Amazon's out there, Michael's, a whole bunch of big warehouses on your way to 35, with a couple of Gardens Bar and Grill, Starbucks, a couple of nice little things as you get to 35 there. Postal, United States Postal Service. I wonder if that's an official post office or not. Okay, so this is kind of the, what would you call this, the eastern area of Haslet. And then what's going to be here, though, if you go down and up Blue Mound Road, this is where they're building Perry Homes Watercress, which people have started to move into as of this past summer. Several kids at the school, we've met some parents at Haslet Elementary who are now living in Watercress. And there is the Vines next door to them, which is, I believe, more incredible custom homes. And as you continue up this hill, I believe it's Taylor Morrison is building more homes up on the hill there. My wife corrected me when earlier I had said the hills of Haslet, but I believe Haslet has one hill, and this is it. So going up Blue Mound Road, and where they're going to be building more very nice luxury homes, with some also tucked away, hidden away on the other side of the hill in the Caraway neighborhood. Oh, I guess that's Taylor Morrison, Caraway. So I'm not sure who's building the ones with the view right now on the top of the hill, but beautiful Caraway homes, very spacious over there on the other side of Haslet. Okay, so that's kind of a smaller neighborhood too. But if we can go back to where, let me take you back here to where Haslet Park was and all that. Okay, so let's see if I can find it. Okay, here's Blue Mound Road. Okay, here we go. So up by the old part of Haslet, where you got Haslet Park and Sonic and, some dentist offices and things like that, urgent care. That's kind of the main center of Haslet, although it is not very developed or built out. The park is beautiful, though. Park is great. Even has covered basketball court. So down Avondale Haslet, which is kind of the main road going through Haslet. So this gets pretty backed up morning commute time. But over here you have Sendera Ranch, which has been around for a while. I think they're still building some of it out, but Sendera Ranch is a huge neighborhood where a lot of people have been moved to for some time. It has a middle school, an elementary school. I don't believe a high school in it, but I could be wrong about that. But as you can see here, there is a lot of streets, and these are all filled. These are homes that people have been living in for a while. Some of them nice, some of them on the bigger side. As I think phases have gone on, the homes have gotten smaller and a little more, little more packed in there. This is probably one of the biggest neighborhoods. Currently, it's the biggest neighborhood in Haslet. Okay, and on top of that, so there is Sandera Ranch, but then also now here, and they look like they kind of smashed together because with tucked in kind of right next to Sandera Ranch, there's a little community called Willow Springs, which is not as well known because it is they're, I think, working on their third phase right now. And this community was built on top of where a golf course used to be. So it goes from Avondale Haslet over to Basset Hound. And then there's Willow Springs continues on the left side of it as well. Right here. So in this little box is where used to be a golf course, and now is a little subdivision community called Willow Springs. And this is by Starlight and Ashton Wood Homes. And this neighborhood is also under construction, new homes being built, and actually has is very compact, but has a lot of variety to the views. There's some ponds in there for catch and release fishing. There is lots of trees and things left over from the old golf course. Of course, new homes, new little baby trees, and that sort of thing, all that you would expect. And then as you go up Willow Springs from Avondale Haslet, there is Sandera Ranch. But back in here, going towards 87, they are building a huge neighborhood, which has already been underway for a while. There's people living there called North Star. You see North Star Parkway back here? Well, there is a lot of homes coming into this area. So all by getting towards 81 to 87 here, there's going to be a lot of homes. Schools already being built on site. There is an elementary school that's close to being finished, I believe, and will be ready next school year. And probably beyond that, a middle school and high school. So that takes you over to the other edge of Haslet here. But there is some of Haslet, as I mentioned before, that goes across 287. So there's neighborhoods like Wellington and what's it called? I think it's Willow Ridge. Not Willow Springs that I mentioned before, but Willow Ridge. So yeah, you get Eaton High School, where you got Wellington on one side, apartments actually coming in there. Apartments coming in up here in this blank area next to across from the high school here. And then Willow Ridge is the other community over here on the other side of the high school and close to 287, which is also considered Haslet. So those are kind of the areas I wanted to share with you, the major neighborhoods that you're going to find here in Haslet, give you kind of a bird's eye view. And that may, hopefully it surprised some people. If you watch this long, I appreciate you being along for the ride as I kind of fumble around on the map. But just wanted to show there is, this area is growing, and there's a lot of different pockets where people are kind of filling in. And so maybe if you're considering Haslet, just know there's a lot of great neighborhoods and communities with different feels. Like North Star, I think, is going to be the first part of it already looks very nice. There's History Maker Homes, there's Riverside, there's different builders in there. I can't think of the other ones right now, and that is going to be huge, like massive. It is a little closer to the freeway, 287 parts of it, but it's so big that you can be in there and be very far from the freeway. And it runs right into Sandera Ranch, which is currently the biggest neighborhood, which has been around the longest as far as like master plan communities. And then there's that Willow Springs tucked in there in the middle, a very small community, but it's kind of like a little pocket unto itself. And then Latera was the first one we looked at, with others going up the hill, like watercress and the vines, and caraway over on the other side of the hill. So a lot of nice little pockets, nice neighborhoods. You're outside of Fort Worth. You feel like you're in the country, but with also beautiful master plan communities and a lot of new things coming, which, we'll keep you updated with here on this channel. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you like this video. Please share this with somebody who maybe you might know who's interested in Haslet, moving here, who you might want to convince to move to Haslet. Maybe they can see, oh, there's a lot of areas here. So that is a bird's eye view. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Peace.